So, yeah, 2-8 teams have a 10% chance of making the playoffs.
You went and did your homework on that shit, didn't you? Well, I will say this: it's time to get rid of Clay.
I wouldn't have paid his ass $300. You got to play some defense. You get $300. Who got that much fucking money and sitting around on defense?
And I think it starts with Jason Kidd as the head coach. Hold him accountable.
It don't matter if he's losing or winning. He's crying like a bitch. Yeah. I hate to see it. A lot of players do it, but Luka is the king of the shit.
Does that make JJ Redick a better coach than Jason Kidd? Because he's getting more out of Luka than Jason Kidd did?
People have spoken, and the kid is out, man.
Hey. Well. I'm glad you started off by saying what you said, because that's definitely going to be a great segue into what I got to put in on this story about Mr. Nico.
Take the floor. You got the floor. You got it.
So, in case y'all are under a rock in Dallas, which I'm pretty sure y'all ain't, because y'all love y'all Mavs.
Yeah.
Is it Harrison or Harris? Nico. We just going to call him Nico for right now.
Yeah.
They done let the man go. The GM of the Dallas Mavericks, the man who got rid of Luka Doncic. Yeah. And, I know how you feel about that, but the reasons they pointing towards him, I feel like the reason they should point at that name you said when we opened up this broadcast. Kid. Yeah, you don't even remember saying it. You just said it so smooth. They got rid of the kid. Yeah, that's who they should get rid of. The kid.
Uh-oh. Hey. Go ahead. What's your reason behind that, first off?
For one, just me and you talking backstage before we came on. One, Luka. He's changed his whole look since he got in LA, right? Slammed down. Think LA is holding him accountable of being that superstar for the team. He's changed. He's doing a lot of different things that he didn't do maybe in Dallas. And I think it starts with Jason Kidd as the head coach. Hold him accountable, kid. You feel me? That's how I look at it. Because how many years he spent with you guys? That says a lot. And of course, I'm pretty sure LeBron got something to do with it as well. Because LeBron, that motherfucker, take care of his body, even though he right now he outside and all that shit. Yeah. But it didn't take them long to hold him accountable. If he's gonna be a leader, if we're gonna pay you these big bucks, okay, this is what you're gonna have to do. Is we're gonna get rid of your ass too.
Yeah.
But of course, I feel like
go ahead. Got hired at the same time. Him and Nico hired at the same time. Nico gets the extension. Kid gets the extension. And I think right there, when you see Kid get that extension, I think the ownership kind of is somewhat, because a GM just don't make the decision and that shit go and that shit fly and don't nobody else sign off on it. So
of course not.
That being said, in the when it comes to the kid, he's done a lot of questionable shit, and I would almost expect that change before a GM change. But I think because of the outpour, the outcry, for one from the fans, two from the standings of the Dallas Mavericks, I think these two things combined, man, it's a good scapegoat.
Hey, it is. Let's think about what Nico has done since he got in Dallas. The last year prior to him trading Luka, didn't y'all go to the Western Conference Finals if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
03-04 Western Conference champs, finals appearance next year. After that, 30-50 or some shit. Of course, Kyrie went down after Luka was gone. Uh,
You
yeah,
talking about the West, bro? And we both talked about this in the previous video that the West is probably the strongest out of the two conferences, bro. And for
yeah,
him to do what he did, of course, he had Kyrie to help him. Come
yeah.
on, man. Come on, man.
Let's examine that.
They did me go wrong, bro.
Let's examine. Let's examine that, okay? Because you talked about the finals, and that's something people are bringing up. Like Luka and Kyrie took us to the finals. After that, you got to think business wise. When it comes to that contract, they would have had to pay. Who would they have not been able to pay, or who would they? What would they look like 2 years after not making the finals if they would have paid Luka that $350 million?
Well, okay, so you got Luka who getting the 350. I don't know how much they paying Kyrie, which I'm pretty sure I think it's a little bit below 40 million a year. I think it's like 38 or something like that. Because I remember Stephen A getting pissed off about it because they feel like Kyrie deserves it. And I think that's why they didn't give him the full 40. So you got two, and I'm gonna say superstars on your team. Okay, I don't know how much they're paying Lively, but
Lively, he's still on his 4-year rookie contract. I think 22, 4 years, something like that.
well, I will say this: it's time to get rid of Clay. Yeah, and I don't know how much y'all paying him, but he need to renegotiate and say, look, Clay, you ain't doing shit that we thought you was gonna do. We need to cut your contract in half, or trade his ass off, bro. I think everybody knows that Clay is not the Clay from Golden State, bro.
Facts. But on the other hand, which some people say he's injury prone, back to Derek Lively, when it comes to after his rookie contract, that guy could, his upside being as young as he is, he's got a high upside being that 7'1" rim protector, that 7'1" guy down there that can damn near, got good hands. You paid Gafford, you paid PJ Washington, you paid Gafford just a few months back. Like on the offseason, Gafford got some, PJ got some. Of course, they got rid of Derek Jones. He's no longer. Tim Hardaway Jr., he's no longer. So some of these players, and that's the thing, some of these players, some of who we have now offsets kind of some of the skill sets that we had when we had got to the finals. So I can understand some of those, but with that 350 M's, man, it's like you trying to build. Where do you go from there? If Luka and Kyrie couldn't do it then, when you say their role players were better, Tim Hardaway and Derek Lively were better than maybe some of the role players they have now. If they couldn't do it with those, then it's like, where would they have went from there?
If they would have remained,
if they would have paid Luka that 350 and kept moving forward with Luka.
So what you're saying is maybe the salary cap, they wouldn't have had enough to pay those guys if they would have signed Luka with that 350. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know the specifics exactly, but I do know that's a lot of fucking money. He would have had that max contract. He didn't get it. He got 229, in which he'll be, I think in 2028, Luka will be up for max contract where he could get $418 million from the Lakers then. But he got about $100 million less, a little over $100 million, I think, less in the playing with the Lakers.
Well, I really can't say what you guys would have had left because I don't know the salary cap. I don't know the contracts that was all out there and what was potential to happen the next year or the same year that they actually gave him that 350 if that would have happened. But if you got someone on your team like Luka, who is a superstar, he's almost a megastar.
Yeah.
You have now taken him away, okay, for AD, but you still ended up with another young star. I believe it was an up-and-coming star. He's not a star just yet. But if you would have kept him, okay, you said what would have happened, the year after? I don't think it would have been no drop-off, bro. I really don't think it would have been no drop-off. I think they would have made a way to keep some key pieces, like a Lively, like a Tim Hardaway. I don't know why y'all let go Tim Hardaway Jr., bro. I don't understand that shit. He was a great role player for you guys. But let's say, for instance, they didn't have enough to pay him. They would have found some more pieces. And I still don't feel like it would have been a drop-off because when you have Luka and Kyrie, you have a chance. You have a chance.
Right. The Luka, I think I'm thinking about, and the reason why I say Nico, my dog, you got to shake shit up sometime. And the way Luka was playing, look, the amount of times I seen Luka standing straight up on defense, not just completely just there on defense. Watch him now. He's not. This is a different Luka we seeing, and I think we tend to forget because Luka was Luka Magic here in Dallas. You know, he's good for the assist and and the shot. This shit. I was looking deeper at Luka, and I was like, when he left, I'm like, cool, man. I'm good with that. Let him go. He wasn't. Nah. Paying him 300. I wouldn't have paid his ass 300. You got to play some defense. You get 300. Who got that much fucking money and sitting around on defense?
Well, he's not a Shea, but Shea's worth it, and they're gonna end up having to pay him that type of money as well. I think he got the biggest contract of all time right now. But let me go back and ask you this question. So what we're seeing from Luka right now in LA, I know we opened up and this is about Nico, but I got to go back to the coaches. Does that make JJ Redick a better coach than Jason Kidd because he's getting more out of Luka than Jason Kidd did?
No, I think Luka it's almost like he had an epiphany. Because I feel like that type of shit, it don't come from nobody else. It come from inside. Like the shit, the shit, and he's still over there crying like a little baby on every fucking call. So that shit used to make my blood boil watching Luka, especially when he's losing. Well, I think maybe more when he's winning, because it don't matter if he's losing or when he's crying like a bitch. Yeah. I hate to see it. A lot of players do it, but Luka is the king of the shit. Luka and LeBron, maybe.
No,
but the way Luka, his attitude while he's playing, like I always said, that shit is not becoming of a leader. I think and I hope he's in LA realizing who he is and what he means to the team, and a lead by example type of thing. If Hachimura crying, you see Luka doing it, then Hachimura, hell, he might start crying like a little bitch. Like, it just, the culture of the team is the leaders, you go ahead, my bad.
It's the prima donna attitude. It's when you are already solidified as a superstar, you're gaining the respect of the referees, and it's just you expect for them to respect you. And you're whining. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people used to say that about Mike. Like, Mike will come on and I can look at the motherfuckers like, that was a goddamn motherfucking foul. I'm sorry, Michael. I'm sorry, Michael. And the next play, they call him a motherfucking foul. This is what Luka and LeBron does.
Yeah.
And it's almost now like we're saying, because LeBron have played with AD and he played with Kyrie. Now, Luka is over there with LeBron. I think maybe they meshed together better than Luka and Kyrie did. We don't know. We haven't seen a full season with Kyrie and AD yet. And now, Cooper Flag. I know Cooper Flag right now got some questions about his game and what is he going to bring to his team. Well, we're not going to know that until all three of those guys play together. Notice I said, because I ain't adding Clay to that shit. Clay he's just a piece of shit. Sorry.
So, yeah. I mean, and that's the thing, I'm even seeing him as far as AD, he didn't gain some weight. Of course, when he had the eye injury, he could not do any physical. So 2 months off season, his doctor basically said he couldn't do anything, basically. Straining, physical. So, of course, you come back from that and you go straight into the game, get some practice in 5-on-5 and go back to the game. You're not in playing shape. And then the calf injury. And the crazy part, the calf with what they say, the calf, that's the same shit Luka had. The calf injury, the strain, calf strain.
Yeah, calf strain.
And it comes from conditioning.
Well,
AD's conditioning leads straight back to his retina and him not being able to. Luka was making a fucking choice to be, that's a difference.
Drinking them beers. Beers. But I think he made this statement. Now, I don't know if it's true, but he did say the reason why he came in this season at the weight he did is because he knows during the season he's going to be working his ass off, and he know that weight's going to drop off. He said he normally would start the season at a certain weight, and then going into the middle of the season, he's lost a lot more weight. And then, of course, he's not as, I guess, not a physical presence as he would coming in at a higher weight, losing that weight, and now he's at the weight that he want to be at. So I ain't going to say it was anything to do with the injury. Then again, it could be. But that's what he said.
That's what he said. But if his goddamn doctor told his ass, you got a retina, detached retina or some shit he had. Think about lifting weights. All that strain and you strain, your eyes is straining, everything's straining when you lifting weights. So I maybe it's a mixture of both.
You can't lift weights because something's wrong with your retina. I guess
it's detached.
Okay.
Imagine
I guess you may have a point. You may have a point. I'm just trying to put two and two together, but you're right.
I get it. But yeah, man. Back to Nico though. Something about me tells me this ownership, the ownership of the Lakers and the relationship that Nico had with those casino people that own that Lakers squad now, and how he had that relationship with them. I'm telling you, I think it's more going on with this shit than just Nico. And honestly, they might have got his ass in there so it wouldn't look like it was them. Goddamn.
And then you got to also look what happened right after they got rid of Luka. They ended up with the number one fucking draft pick, bro. How in the hell did that happen?
The lottery pick. Lottery.
But normally a lottery pick goes to a team that wasn't that fucking good. Y'all wasn't sorry like that the year before.
Well, if it's a lottery pick, how do they pick the lottery pick? Like, the lottery pick is more of a randomized process, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean,
that's still. I get what you're saying. So it's still a small percentage. Let's say, for instance, you use like the 15th worst team in the league. You still don't expect for the motherfuckers to end up at number one, bro, because the chances are slim. And it's higher, I'm assuming, for a team that's the worst or the second worst or the third worst. You expect one of them to be there, not no fucking Dallas Mavericks, bro. That's why I feel like this shit was like, thank you for sending Luka to LA. Here's your payment.
Hey, it's possible with all the shit we seeing going on. I definitely do know that, back to the Nico and his dealings with those people, that older lady who's the owner of the Lakers, and an older lady or something. It's the family of them and all the
Kenny?
casinos that they, yeah, all the casinos that they own. And as far as the politics in Dallas right now, they're trying to actually legalize gambling to where casinos can be here. And there's a lot of conspiracies out there when it comes to the owner of the Mavs and the owner of the Lakers after Bus, because didn't they got Jeannie Buss out of there, right? I
Yeah, I
think they
don't even
got,
think she's there no more, if I'm not mistaken.
but and these people that come in, they got casino money, and there's been a lot of talks about bringing gambling to that, which I don't think that'll happen in Dallas, but there was whole plans drawn up as far as where the footprint of the old Cowboy Stadium would be a big sportsplex where the Mavericks would play, and there would be a attached casino to it, and like that. All these plans have been documented as far as what they're trying to put in motion, and for this trade to happen between Dallas and LA. Because think of all the other, like you got Luca. Is AD and Max Christie the best situation for trading away this Luca Magic? What else in the NBA could you have got for Luca?
When you
And
talking
why
about
did it have to go to LA for 31-year-old AD and a Max Christie who can shoot lights out, but and play good defense? And actually, he's probably one of the best players on the team right now, as far as stats, but as far as percentage, 3-point percentage. But something
hey,
just
you,
ain't
you
right.
asked a good question. You asked a great question. I can't sit here in front with you. And when you hit it on the head, when you said a 31-year-old AD, and we talking about Luka, who's what, 25, 26 years old?
Right.
It doesn't add up.
It don't. It don't.
That's why I said that pick was a thank you. Thank you. And you got to understand, a lot of people thought Cooper Flag was going to be, I ain't going to say the next Luka, but what? He's 6'9". He can handle the ball. Well, somewhat handle the ball. And
Yeah.
he's not Luka. He's not.
No.
I think Luka is probably, if we talk about the best, and I'm not trying to make this race, but out of the best white basketball players in the NBA, you have to put him in the top 2 or top 3, bro. You have to. You have to.
You going all time with it?
I'm going all time with it, bro. I know you got Jerry West, you got Ladberg, you got Dirk, you got Havlicek. Come on, we talking about Luka. Think about it, man. Think about it.
Well, he has some similarities to some of them guys. I think he kind of stands on an island. But yeah, that's hard to say. I hate matching errors, and going Bird and Luca. I can't even. But as for Luca and what we seen, of course he did play a year with Dirk, his first year, but his upside by year 2, and that's why I think we gotta give Coop a little more time. But by year 2, his upside, it just was crazy. As far as the triple doubles, yeah.
So
Crazy.
Before we get up out of here, I don't think the people heard. How do you feel about them getting rid of Nico? Do you agree with it? Disagree with it?
You know how I feel. I am a Dallas Mavericks fan. I'm not a Luka Doncic fan, and that kind of sums it up for me. Like, that's what happened. This is my team. Do I think we should have got rid of Luka? Maybe not right then, but I can understand. I can understand a little bit when I harp back to all those games that I watched that we lost and won, that I seen Luka on that court doing bullshit, playing for this organization.
Nico, should y'all have gotten rid of Nico.
As far as Nico, firing him 10 games into the season, I don't think all the issues for our losses come from Nico. As far as the trade, it's understandable, but at the end of the day, I'm a Dallas Mavs fan, man. Mavericks motherfucking fan for life. MFF, MFFL. So it is what it is, man. That boy gone. Michael Finley and somebody else is the interim head coaches. I'm rocking with the Mavs, man. We're gonna be back once we get them boys back on. We're going 500, man.
Okay.